Welcome back to another episode of Penny Help Jess. This is episode 609. And if you've been following the channel, especially watching them consecutively, right? To me, that's the best way to do it because sometimes I'll start a thought in the beginning of the episode, like I'm doing today, where I left off in a previous episode or two. So in the past couple of days, I talked about doing a penny run, a bank run, going to the bank and picking up pennies. And these are two of the, it was a really, I got to tell you. So usually going to the bank, either it's okay or it sucks, right? Either when I go to the bank, um, they have no pennies, which is the worst outcome. They have very few penny rolls, customer wrap penny rolls. Let me clarify that. Customer wrap penny rolls. Or they have, maybe I get $5, $10 and I'm like, all right, that's okay, thank you, better than nothing, right? Or I hit the jackpot. So banks are a very funny kind of creature. How much copper do we have here? 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, 5, maybe 6 or 7 copper pennies. That's about it. That's okay. 6 or 7's not bad. That's pretty normal. So I said, okay, I got to go. I said I had to go to the bank. So obviously, if I'm going to the bank, I'm going to ask them if they have pennies, right? And so I go to the bank to make my deposit. And I see someone there I know. It was so weird. I mean, you have to hear this story, man. It's because remember, getting pennies soon, very soon, within the next few months, if you want to get customer wrap, first of all, I don't even know if you're going to be able to get true customer wrap penny rolls. That's number one, right? Because they're all searched through on eBay. Everyone's a friggin' liar. So the chance of you getting an authentic really, so even at $5 plus shipping, there's a good chance you're gonna get a penny, like you're gonna get this roll that someone, like I searched through this, and if there's any, I take the copper route, or I take any good pennies, I take the wheat cents, and then I put junk back in here, and I say it's not searched. It's a lie, right? So that's what you find mostly on eBay are liars, and everywhere else online. That's a nice toner, no white AM. Even looks like it has a little, looks like it has, no, it's dirt. I thought it was like, see in that first column, it looks like there's a blip there. I'll put it to the side. We'll see what happens. So I said I was going to go. So I went to the bank and I saw the lady there. I know I've known her for 10 years or so from when I had a business, and she went to another bank, and I go to that bank because she's there. All right. We got a copper penny. I didn't even count this one. That's number one. Copper penny number one. Dirty, but copper. And she goes, "Oh, you here for pennies?" I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna make a deposit, but if you have pennies, yeah." She goes, "Oh, I think I have $1.50," and I'm like, "Sure, okay." What am I gonna do? I can't say nothing, right? 92. I look for the close AM, no close AM, and so then she leaves. She leaves because she works in the back. So she goes to the back. She says she has $1.50, and she leaves. Now there's three other uh, tellers. There's three other tellers. This one has nice zinc blisters. There's three other tellers, both sides. And the one who's helping, so the one who's not helping me, I say, "How about you? Do you have any pennies?" And she goes, "Let me go." And she said, "Let me go and check." So she goes, and oh no, she goes, "Let me check." And she checks her drawer, and she has like $3. And I said, "Oh, that's it." She goes, "Oh, let me check in the back." And she gets 10 more. And so she comes back. She goes, "All right, I got $13." I was like, "All right, that's great." So so I know that they have their own. Everyone has their own like allotment of change. I don't know how exactly that works, but it has to be assigned to them individually or something. But they never tell you that because they don't want to be bothered. So she has the $13. I give her the $13 while the other lady's still helping me, right, with the transaction. And after she's done, I said, "How about you? Second copper penny." And she goes, "Oh, let me check." And she had like none in her drawer. Oh, copper penny number 3. More than I thought, that's for sure. So she said, "Let me go in the back, right? Because their vault is right behind their desk. Like some banks, their vault is like a half a mile away. So they really hate going to the vault in those banks. Forget about them. Those banks asking them to go look in the back, they'll just tell you no. No, we don't have any. They just lie. That's the bottom line. They lie. Like you almost have to call those banks ahead and ask them questions and who you spoke to. Look at this, number 4. Oh, that's great. Better than I thought. Look at the line. It cuts straight through the T and R. So she said, "Let me check in the back." Now, if the lady who I just asked went to the vault and came out with 10, I'm staring, and this is why it got so interesting. I'm looking at her like I didn't know this before. See, these are little secrets that they don't tell you. So if the lady who I just spoke to said she went to the back and she came out with $10, why is this lady going back there now? There should be no more pennies in the back, right? Super interesting. But she says she comes out with $25 in pennies. And I start singing, "It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday." I get so excited when they have large amounts of pennies. Again, I'm going to really, really miss this aspect which is why I want to get as many pennies as I can before you can't get them no more at the bank, which they don't even know. I'll get to that at the end. All right. So she comes out with $25. So I never got the $1.50 from the first lady, the one who I know from the other bank. So the one who said was going to give me $1.50 never gave me nothing. And the one that said and the other one that said she had, I think she also said she had like a buck or two, she had $3. Ended up having another 10. Uh, it was actually, it was 13. No, it was 12. She had $2, and then she went in the back because it came out to $37. Copper penny number 6, way better than I thought. This penny roll. So she comes out with $25 in pennies. And I was like, wow. And let me tell you something. $37 in pennies. I had to weigh about, I think I did the math before. It's like less than, it's 3. It comes out to about 3 rolls. So it was 10 pounds. Man, it felt way heavier than 10 pounds. But it's like 3 rolls. So I guess it was like 12, 13 pounds. I don't know why it felt so much heavier. Anyway, felt like 15 pounds. That's not that far off. So anyway, I got $37 in pennies yesterday, and there were some federal wrap. I said, let me get those too because I had such a good experience with the bank wrap pennies. If you're watching the videos and you're keeping up with the videos, you'll know that about a week or so ago I did, which I only do those, and I should have brought one up. I didn't seal the bag. I don't like sealing the bags because I like to either reuse the bags or shuffle things around from bag to bag. Like, so I have similar stuff in bags and to organize them in the bank bags, those great plastic bags. I was going to buy them at one time, but I was like, I don't need to. Anyway, so ended up never buying them. So I should have brought one of because that was really good. And every week or so, I would like to do one of those. I'm going to go downstairs later to the basement and go get one. That's a really nice looking shiny penny. Got a few scratches on it. There we go. So $37. There was probably about 7 or 8 of the federal wrap penny, bank wrap penny rolls, the white and red ones. And there was 1 or 2 of the red, all red, vintage, antique looking penny wrappers, which is that's always a big plus. Oh, we got an 82 copper, vicious. Is it copper? Has it? Oh, we have to weigh it. I'm almost positive this is copper. Yeah, it's copper. See those lines? Those are polished lines. So that means that there was an error, probably a die clash, and then they ended up polishing it off. And what you really want to do is you want to get the mistake coins before they polish it. That's when you'll get the really great die clashes. But they look like they polished. Even on the inside, it looks polished. You know, all those polished lines. That's an absolute stunner. That's copper paint number 8. We're already doing better than I thought. I thought 6 or 7. So that's what happened on my bank run yesterday. It was really it was really great. But it tells you that, you know, number one, if you don't know them really well, like almost like on a friendly basis, they're gonna lie to you, man. 99% of the time, they do not want to do extra work. That was copper paint number 8, right? Yeah, we're still on copper paint. And you know, depending on, you know, how badly you want the pennies is the decision you're gonna have to make if you're gonna, you know, bust their chops. Me, I don't bust their chops because like I caught them in a good mood for whatever reason. I guess it was the day after a holiday, maybe, so they were all like, none of them looked burnt out yet. Copper penny number 9. So that was, and copper penny number 10. All right, we got 10 copper pennies for our videos today, our shorts. Look at that. That's amazing. That's 20% copper we got so far. I can get rid of the other pennies that I put to the side. I put the zincs to the side as backups just in case I didn't have 10. But I do have 10. This might even be number 11. Yep. Wow. Wow. Yeah, so I'm trying to get as many penny rolls as I can before it's over. There's some conflicting information out there about whether or not they're going to produce pennies in early 2026 or not. I mean, we're going to find out soon enough, right? And by the time this episode is scheduled, it's going to be close to October already, and 2020p, 2017p, 2020p, 2017p. Beat up one, but I still put it to the side. I hold on to it still. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that little story today. Go out there and get your penny rolls while you can. 2023. Why can't you have a little extra V there? Nah, it's got a little half line V there, but no V. What a beauty, though. If I collected 2023s, I'd probably put this into a roll. All right. Please click like and subscribe. God bless. I'm going to do the, so this was great, right? I mean, 5, 10, 12 copper pennies. And now they're lined up for my videos. I'll probably take out the, I like to do 10. I probably won't do one on this one. And let me take out another one. They're really nice. That's a 64 and that's a 78. I'll probably leave the 64 there. I'll take that 78 out. All right, so now we got our 10 copper pennies, and I'll go from, I know you can't see what I'm doing. Sorry, I'll go from the nicest. I'm just putting them in order of condition real quick. One of them is, I didn't even realize this. One of them has a, this is why look, it has a lamination error. Both sides? Yeah. I saw it when off camera. All right. And now we got our 10. And we're ready to go. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. And I'll see you in episode 610. God bless. And you get to see what the next penny roll is like. And maybe for episode 611, I'll do one of those bank rolls if I remember to go down there in the basement and bring it up. I'll bring up 2. That way I have an extra one lying around.